sugar. Oh, honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Honey, oh, sugar, sugar.
Hi guys, I am Bethany Sarah, and guess who's in the house? It is TLC's Ultimate Cake Off contestant, sugar artist extraordinaire, Mikey Terry. Thanks for coming.
Not a problem. This is my home away from home.
It is. So Mike, you have many labels as a pastry artist, a baker. What do you like to be called?
Mike's fine.
All right. Well, we'll keep you as Mike, the TLC contestant. How does that work?
Well, I mean, you know, I've been a pastry arts judge. I teach classes all over the country. I teach pastry chefs at Ivy Tech here in Indianapolis. And then I work here at Valley Vista. So, I mean, you know, you might see me just about anywhere.
Yeah. So how did all of this get started? What really made you fall in love with, you know, cake design creations?
I started out as a baker, and that gets kind of boring because, you know, once you bake good-looking product, it's always that way. I mean, there's certain variables, but one day it just got boring, and cakes and pastries, if you can dream it, you can do it. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's edible art.
Really is. Speaking of edible art, we have one of your gorgeous and one of the most popular cakes at Valley Vista. Is this the Stargazer?
It is.
The Stargazer. So how did you do this? What?
It was kind of a project. If you look at it, it's really got an inlay pattern on the edgings. It's also got a marbling, a fondant up through it, and then you've got the gorgeous gum paste Stargazers. So it was quite a lot of fun.
It's a gorgeous cake. And you have quite a few in the Valley Vista showroom, don't you?
Actually, we have the Cake Vault, which is...
the Cake Vault.
It's pretty impressive in there.
I think we need to go check it out.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. So, this is the Valley Vista Cake Vault.
It is.
And who is this? What is this? This is amazing.
This is Big Red. Red and white has always been a very, very popular bridal piece. And with this one, we wanted to really show the art of the rose. If you look, it's got the rose pattern woven in the fondant in the sides. It's got cascading roses all throughout. So it's all about the rose.
Wow. Now, are there certain colors, wedding colors, certain themes that you're trying to stick with when you create each cake?
Actually, they come together as collections, trying to use colors and stuff that are popular. This year, the wedding and the bride, it's all about the purples and the amethyst. So this was the year of the purple, with the purple and the pink marbling and the amethyst and the real natural look. That was the thought in this creation, which is really beautiful. It's one of my favorites. And then we have this one that's all about the texture and the gathering and the more elegant antique look. So that was another one. And then behind you, we've got one of my favorites. It's ivory and brush embroidery, and it really looks so good with all the bronze and natural colors.
Well, what about the centerpieces? Did you design each of the floral centerpieces?
A lot of the centerpieces, yes. We designed the centerpiece.
To match the cake, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So everything goes together in a collection. If you look at how the collection with the purple flowers there and there, they kind of all work together to create a one-of-a-kind showstopper.
Yeah. I heard a rumor you can't recreate a floral centerpiece.
No, I can recreate cakes, but floral's not my specialty. So when I do a floral arrangement, it's kind of like shooting from the hip, and it all comes together and it becomes magical. But then remembering how I got it there, sometimes difficult.
So that's why Valley Vista brought in their own floral to help recreate that?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
They have a florist that they can take my work of art and recreate it, whereas once I do it, it's like a done deal.
So let's talk about the cakes when a bride chooses to have a cake displayed at their wedding. Do they actually eat this individual cake, or?
Absolutely not. These cakes are one of a kind, and they're centerpieces for the wedding. And then what we serve at the wedding is a elegant white chocolate laced plated dessert that looks like a mini wedding cake on every single plate. Which actually adds that even more elegant touch. So many weddings, when they cut the wedding cake, it looks like Bridezilla's mom with a hatchet just kind of went nuts.
So this keeps the cake looking fresh and elegant throughout the whole wedding.
The whole wedding, the cake looks like $1 million.
Wow.
The plated dessert that's served to every guest looks like something right out of Bride magazine.
Great. So let's switch gears a little bit and talk about your time on the Ultimate Cake Off. How was that experience?
It was a lot of fun. They picked us up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and we filmed till 3 a.m. the next morning.
Were you in L.A., in New York, in Indiana?
We were right outside of L.A. in Burbank, I think it was.
Okay. And how many contestants were you up against?
There were 3 teams.
3 teams. So for our viewers who didn't catch the episode, how'd you do?
Actually, we didn't win, but we actually should have. The bride's friend that was there was crying because she couldn't have our cake.
Oh.
And then the judges came by and actually paid us some really incredible comments. So technically we should have won. But, you know, in TV land, it's all about the drama.
Oh, all about the drama. I hear you on that one. Thanks for being here. Mike, thank you so much for being here. If you want to check out his cake display, feel free to visit Bella Vista, and you can see them in Bella Vista's Wedding Cake Vault.